everyone, to College Park, Maryland, home of the Maryland Terrapins. Fans have been eager for this clash coming up, and what some affectionate... And the Blue Devils will put total leather to crank us up. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Terrapins offense will have the football first. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that, and I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Takes the easy one to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Fires to the big fella. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. The Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. This time they'll go to the running game. Powers through the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Williams. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Under fire. Got his man. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Moves away as he feels pressure. There he goes. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. And the Terrapins are threatening on 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Maryland!
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Blue Devils offense will try to get something started with their 1st possession. A matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot, not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Pocket breaking down. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. The Blue Devils will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to him on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back to pass. It's Washington. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Off the play fake on 1st down. The short hands, it's Coffey. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. And the Blue Devils are in the hurry-up. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Trying play action. Back open in the middle. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Back to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Blue Devils. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Keep it on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Washington. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it set up on the outside. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. The Blue Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Creates a little room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. They're going to ride this running back. Got a little space. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big...
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Here comes the heat. He fires a bullet to the right. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Off the RPO, complete. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Scanning the field, it's Washington. Unloads to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. The Terrapins send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Unleashes it. All by himself. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Second down, they'll go to the air. He scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Hand off to the fullback. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Big decision now for you on offense. You just gave up a negative play, right? You've killed some momentum down here close to the goal line, but do you believe your guys can go out and execute the game plan and red zone offense early and really try to suck the energy out of the stadium?
He slides that just inside the right upright. And with that, they've taken the lead. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's the heat. That pass is incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Out of the gun to give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Terrapins line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. The Terrapins kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Terrapins, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll try to slam it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They will score! Touchdown, Terrapins! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Blue Devils want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield, it's Mahan. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. He'll throw it. A strike downfield. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Looking to throw on 1st down. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. So now it's 2nd and long. Finds his man. It's Meyer. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And here comes the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. It's complete on the right side. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This offense will find different ways to get their backs involved. It's not just tailbacks, but how about the fullback there? He makes a catch just for a few yards to help keep this drive going.
Knocked down behind the line for the second straight play, bringing up a third and lots of work to do. The give to the fullback. Out across the 25 to the 26, but needed a little bit more. It'll be 4th down. The Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. Here's the return. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Wants to throw. It's Washington. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to sling it on 2nd down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. Now on the return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Running back searching for a hole. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. And the Blue Devils moving quickly to the line. Now the play fake. Bringing the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. The Blue Devils will punt it away on 4th down. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Got a man in the middle. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Breaks into the open. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Terrapins come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Might as well give it to him again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Washington. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Working that left side now. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. Now from inside the red zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Scrambling away. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He'll do it himself. Touchdown, Maryland! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. Running. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Makes the catch.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy complete.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Complete to the left. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Looking downfield on first down. Soft spot in the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. The Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. Oh, they're after him. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park.
And the Terrapins will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some...
Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got his man. Turns it on in midfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Blue Devils want to move quickly.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
And here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, the ground game. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Blue Devils come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to fourth. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. He lofts one down the sideline. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Here he goes breaking the pocket.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
Yeah, and he's done a great job all game long, making the right decisions, but knowing when to pull it and continue to keep drives alive. He's continuing to make the right decision time and time again.
The Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the tailback. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Red pass, it's complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Off play action. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to pass. It's Washington. Sets up the screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And this one splits the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Turning it on! Got enough for the first down. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. And the Blue Devils will hustle to the line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's caught. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. At the 35, he's open. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Sticks it in his belly. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be third and long. Looking for a man. It's Mahan. Unleashes one deep. Just about had the pick in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. This is now a 7-point game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Indiana is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 24 over Iowa. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And this has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Back to pass, it's Mahan. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking down the middle. With the catch, it's Myers. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. From the gun, the running back has it. Nice move to keep running. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Terrapins are flying down the field. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And that's how you take care of one of the faster quarterbacks in college football. You don't even give him a chance to scramble. That defense was all over him. They had multiple guys win their one-on-ones. They got into the backfield and brought him down for a sack inside the pocket.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Terrapins line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. He'll pull it on the read. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Blue Devils come to the line in the hurry-up. The give on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air, it's Mahan. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. The Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Caught in the backfield. It's Elliott. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Blue Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give to the back. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down. Keeps it on the bootleg. Throws to the wideout. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Duke. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Oh, he got loose. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. So 1st down will open up the final period. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Gets the back moving. To the air. It's Washington. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Pulls it in, it's Meyer. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And the Terrapins will punt this one away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the 4th quarter, an opportunity to move on top. The Blue Devils in the hurry-up. Give to the fullback. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Moore. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll power it inside with the fullback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Mahan. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Wants to bring it back. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They've hit a bit of a lull here, and they need to get things cranked up with this possession, Jesse.
Just haven't...
There he goes! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. 1st down from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete to the left. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. They get to the line quickly. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Got his man on the right. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Kick the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on 3rd down, and life is much better. He leaves it with his back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Absolutely center cut. And they go back on top.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Dropping back, it's Mahan. Zings it complete to the right. Still running at the 40. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is the guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Wants to fire on second down. Got a man. It's Moore. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Blue Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up. On third down, he drops to throw. The quick out. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. And the Blue Devils have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Back to pass on second down. Got his man. Hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down, because from here, it would be a 58-yarder. From the gun. Give on the inside. He's knocked down at the 33, and that's short of the line to gain, and let's see what they do on fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights. Good. And we are all tied up here in the fourth.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on it.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on second down. Back to throw, it's Washington. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looking to throw on third. Lofts one deep down the right side. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Third down play from the gun. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. The big fullback's got it. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. Back to throw, it's Mahan. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
And the Blue Devils want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Tackled at the 16-yard line. That's not enough for the first down, and we'll see if they go for it here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. The official says no good. And here in the 4th quarter, still all tied up, guys.
And that one stings, man. 4th quarter tie football game. You trusted your kicker to come through, and he gives you the dreaded doink. And that means you know it was so close to being in, that one might come back to bite him.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Spins away from the defender. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. This time he's got his man. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now. Dropping back, it's Washington. Trying to set up the screen. Across the 45. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Tight end now in motion. Off play action on 1st down. It's complete. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. New set of downs after the completion. They just keep firing. Swings it out to his running back. Breaks into the open. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Terrapins have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with just over a minute to play, they have taken the lead.
Well, the offense and special teams did their job, right? Here late in the 4th quarter, they put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense. Can they deliver? If they get the stop, they win this game.
Coming out with it, it's Moore. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To throw, it's Mahan. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Moore. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. I'm sure these guys on offense dreamed of this situation. Big stage, time winding down, desperately needing a score. Well, now they can make those dreams reality. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. So now it's second and long. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down. They'll run it from the gun. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. Nestled just inside that right upright. The final grains of sand were about to disappear from the hourglass, and just in the nick of time, they tie it up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
We'll get it started here in overtime. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got it behind the line. It's Moore. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Blue Devils will take it first in overtime. The give to the fullback. They stop him in his tracks, tried to sneak that fullback loose, and nothing doing. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Give to the fullback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now 3rd and long here in overtime as this defense wants to force a field goal attempt. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And now they take the lead. Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Great place to start for this offense. Quarterback on the keeper. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. A big third down play to try to keep the drive alive in overtime. Back to throw, it's Washington. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play. Here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. This game will come down to this. A field goal try to save them. And this one ought to be nice and easy. A 22-yard attempt. He knocks it through for 3 and will play on. Another overtime period coming. One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. Makes the grab. It's Myers. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Here comes the offense on second down. Handoff from the gun. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Just a couple they need to pick up here on third and short in overtime. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. This thing has been back and forth now. First and goal as they try to take the lead in overtime number 2. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line. Third and goal as they try to punch it in from the doorstep here in overtime. Heck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Terrapins! That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime.
And how about this offensive line? Third and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
Now in the second overtime, you must go for the 2-point conversion. To the air, it's Washington. They do not get the 2, and now the lead sits at 6 in double OT. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Under fire. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They are up against it. A third and long, needing a touchdown here in overtime. On third and long, try to convert through the air. On target to the left. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. To the air on first down. He's got it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. He's going to keep it. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. Fourth down. Pick it up here, or this game is over. Back has it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? The drama built throughout this game, memorable plays, and then finally the gut-wrenching loss at the end in overtime.
This coaching staff is going to look back at the overtime, and they're going to wish they had called some different plays. They had some things set up, but ultimately, with games like this that come down to the wire, you got to be able to dial up plays to win. I don't think this coaching staff did a great job.
And it's so frustrating to get to this point and make enough plays to be in the game, to come up short in overtime. I'd almost rather get blown out or this game is decided in regulation. Just very frustrating to lose a game, especially like this in OT.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.